what's going on? As you can see, I have the jet ski officially here. I had a nice day out, but let's do a quick walk around. I can show you my Yamaha. That's a 2020 VX Deluxe. So let's get started. All right. Got our front. You have our storage. A little hard to see in there. It's enough to hold maybe 2-3 life jackets and some ropes. And this is our fancy remote. So the remote is actually pretty cool. You have the option to lock it. So if you push it once and lock it, it'll beep, and that will disable the engine regardless of even if you have the wrist strap. If you push the unlock button, that will obviously unlock it, and if you hold it, it'll put it into low RPM mode. So we'll unlock that so we can start that baby up. This does not come with the cruiser seat. The difference of the cruiser seat is there's another little lip here for the driver. I don't know if it's more comfortable yet. One of my buddies will be getting one, so I will test it out gladly. But both the passenger seats are very, very squishy, which is very nice. Alright, and moving further to the back here, we have your reboarding bar. This guy comes right down here. And as you can see, I took most of the stickers off other than the ones that I believe are required by law. I think you still need to display the seating capacity and I think the weight limit. Alright, sitting on top, you got your main storage here. You have 2 cup holders, a little hard to see. They're very small. You would need to leave a cap on whatever it is that you're bringing because this is not an angle, which is kind of pointless. It's a little bit of a bummer is the FX series has the cup holders top mounted right below the display there. And you can at least reach them while you're riding. So if you can see this, you have your no wake mode on the Deluxe. Now this comes on the Deluxe and going up. So the no wake mode, that will bring you to 5 miles an hour. You can figure it like a slow cruise control. You have cruise assist. This is pretty neat. So if you hold the throttle and you push the set button, you'll see the speedometer flash twice. Once it flashes twice, you'll know that you're in the cruise mode. So you can then squeeze the throttle all the way. And then you can use these arrows to go up in RPM or down, which also changes your speed. And then on the left side here, you have your ride lever. So this is your reverse on a Yamaha. And if you're driving or riding, whatever you want to call it, if you're cruising along, right, and you have to come to a quick stop, you just pull this lever and that will drop the little bucket on the back that will throw you into reverse basically and slow you down. All right, and then let's fire this sucker up. So this comes with a wrist strap as opposed to the thing that clips onto your life vest. Alright, so now that that's on, start up. And that covers that. Alright, so when you're done on the ski, you can hit the lock button there. And the nice thing about that is if you are parking your trailer, right, and you need to leave your ski, you can take either the wrist strap with you or you can leave it on the jet ski, but you can at least lock it while you go to your car and come back so somebody else can't fire it up and take it out for a spin. So other than that, I've been out 3 times or so. Now that I have this camera, I'll hopefully be able to do some videos out on the water. I guess some initial thoughts, it is very efficient on gas, but it burns about 2 gallons per hour when you're at 5,000 RPM, and I think at 6,000 RPM you're at approximately like 3.34 or so from, I think I use Boat Test to get a rough idea, and they do a good job at least of giving you the actual specs of it. I went pretty far and it used maybe about 4.5 gallons or so, which is about 10 bucks. About 5 hours out on the day. I spent about 20 bucks to refuel it, so really not bad at all. The only other thing I've found that's different about the Yamaha is not only do you have the, I don't know, some call it a rooster tail, or it shoots the water up in the air in the back, It is very annoying when the wind is coming from your back to you and it's blowing it all over you or your passenger and soaking the seat. So I definitely will be unplugging that just because that's an unnecessary inconvenience. The Sea-Doos have a little, it's hard to explain without seeing one, but on the Sea-Doos it's not as slick here. There's like a little, almost like a deflector. So when you're heading into the wind, or potentially just where you have some weight coming at the front of the boat, it's gonna cause you to dip down and you're gonna hit that wave, and that water will splash over the front of this, and this will go right up into your face, where the Sea-Doos have that little piece of plastic that help with that. But other than that, the next thing to go over is the engine bay. So the engine bay is very easy to get to. So in the back there's a little lever. You just push that, lift this guy up. So this is your watertight storage. This is basically a lunch box, if you will. And you unscrew this guy, and then there's my paperwork. Just simply screw it back in, and then that reveals the other letter here. You just lift this up, the whole seat comes off. So here is the engine, and it's very small. There are tons of room in there. You can literally see, I don't know if you can actually see where my hand is, but there's a lot of room. Very, very easy. The gas tank is right there. You have your fuel water separator, this little white thing here, so you check that. Right up top here, so this is where you flush the system from. You have your dipstick right here, the little yellow guy, and then your oil filter is right here. So very, very, very simple and straightforward to either do your oil changes, or if you're just flushing it after you're done. But putting the seats back on is pretty easy as well. If we grab these, as you can see, you set this over the entire length of the jet ski. You push this forward, and then the back should line up, and you push down, that locks. Same with this little guy. You take this, just slide this underneath, push it forward, push it down till it clicks, and then you know it in, and then you're done. Alright, so that is the video of my baby here. Like I said, it's been really nice. So far reasonably affordable. All the stuff you need, like wetsuits and the clothing. I've gotten some fishing either shirts and what have you, just for some sun protection. You know, all that stuff has been probably a good chunk of money. Not more than a jet ski, obviously, but it's a reasonable expense if you're getting clothing, and then you're getting a few life vests to go with it as well, because they're about 30-40 bucks a piece, even if you get cheap ones. So another worthy mention here is this guy, so a trailer jack. Mine did not come with a wheel on here, and the nice thing is you just have 4 bolts, one across the top, or 2 across the top, 2 on the bottom, and I just put it on while it was connected to the car. This way it was lifted, and then you have this guy you can pull out and it will rotate, and you can tighten that up when you're traveling. But that will be a lifesaver. God forbid you ever need to wheel it around in the parking lot or in your driveway, or should your trailer come off or anything, which has already happened to me, you can at least wheel it back onto the car. And then down here you have the winch. So the winch here, it's pretty straightforward. You have the hook, and then there's a piece, a strap here that runs through the front there. So by using that, that will at least let you do that without scraping the front of the jet ski with that hook. Other than that, while I like the colors, I don't like that this is white. The water can be dirty, or anything you rubs up against it will certainly make it dirty, but it is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I plan to make some more when I'm actually out in the water. Stay tuned for those, and if you liked the video, like, subscribe. If you didn't like, dislike it, and I'll catch up with you soon. Alright, take care, guys.